everyone. Welcome to week 7. Okay, so this is my overall lecture. We're going to start here with the 7.0 introduction, persuasive and sales messages, and go through all of this. I've already got the first 3 objectives posted, and for ready for lecture, and I just have to do the last 2. So let's start with 7.0, persuasive and sales messages. When you're being sold something, you're being persuaded to do something, and whether or not you go along with it is hopefully your choice. So welcome to 7th week of business communication course. You're going to learn about the power, excuse me, of persuasion in the digital age, including blending and writing persuasive messages and then creating effective sales messages. You should watch this TED video. It will help you kind of get a better feel for things. And then consider these 3 questions. The objectives for this week is explain techniques and strategies used in persuasive messages, describe effective and ethical business messages, identify interpersonal persuasion in the workplace, and identify techniques to develop persuasive press releases. So your reading assignment is only one chapter this week. It's chapter 10. Here's the PowerPoint link. Here's a game to help you review content and kind of get ready for your quiz. Grammar practices, and then here's the quiz study guide. Is your discussion, and in your own experience, when have you had to persuade someone, a boss, a parent, instructor, friend, whatever, to do something or to change a belief? Describe the situation. What strategies did you use? Were you successful? Do you think you were deceptive or dishonest in your persuasion? And how would you have handled the situation differently now that you've completed the readings for this week? In your responses to at least 2 of your classmates, suggest alternative techniques to improve their messages that they may want to consider in the future. Next is a written assignment. Excuse me, there was some revision. Week is activity 10.9, page 362. This is a fun activity in that your goal is to persuade homeowners that the need for a home makeover and to agree to using their home. Your job is to obtain a callback so that details can be discussed of their participation in the show. Remember, you're not trying to necessarily sell them home building products. You're trying to be a solicitor doing cold calling, and you want to obtain their permission to call them back so that someone that is with the show and organizing it can call them back, and the details can be discussed of what they're going to use of that house. Your caution to be respectful to the homeowners. So your task is prepare a telephone script that you use when you call the prospective owners. The script should have what you will say and the expected response. It is a script, just like a script in a play. What you say, what you believe the homeowner is going to say. It shows how the conversation will evolve to their saying yes. So your script is a progressive script and on the way to getting the homeowner to say yes. You will need to be prepared to respond to any questions or hesitations that the homeowner might have. And this should be several lines. Or you prepare a persuasive message that will also achieve the same goal of obtaining a callback. And the message should be 1 to 2 paragraphs. Be sure to follow the guidelines in the objectives to assist your efforts. Right, so this is for objective 3. You need to reference objective 3. 1020, objective 4. This exercise will give you experience writing a persuasive organizational message flowing upward. Your task is to identify a problem which you believe will have a solution in your workplace. All right, so in a memo, yes, you have to use a memo this time. Write a paragraph identifying the problem addressed to your department head. Okay. Use concepts and methods in objective 4. So you need to identify them. In objective 4, it says, or the concept or method that we've discussed, and that'll be all right, that'll flag it. To convince your boss that your suggestion will work. Include concrete examples, anticipate any objectives he or she may have, and then emphasize benefits and the specific action to be taken. Then activity 1033, You are to write a press release based on the suggestions in 1033. Okay, you need to follow the format that's shown on page 356 for the press. Press release is intended for your local newspaper, and you will need to obtain a contact for your local newspaper. Now, 1033, your task is on page 368. And it says you need to select an organization and study its press releases. For example, search the web for Amazon Media Room, and it gives some others. So you need to read that your task part. And according to what it says in your task, you will write a press release. All right, so here's the rubric: 10:9, 10:20, and 10:33. And then the next one is your quiz. Okay, so that's it for this week. Take care. Ask me any questions that you may have.